Shall we begin?
Welcome to the Happy MonsterCast. I'm your host, Scott Marchand Davis of Happy Monster Press.
Let's begin now.
This week on the Happy MonsterCast, Marlowe and Shaw's team of investigators tries to talk an Irish grandmother out of the hands of the Moran gang. Previously on the Happy MonsterCast, hard-boiled detectives Philip Marlowe and Victor Shaw run a two-bit detective agency on Chicago's west side, trying to stay one step ahead of the Moran and Capone gangs. With help from urban adventurer and vigilante Jack Mallard, drifter Eli Harrington, patent scientist Dr. Humboldt Harrison, and the mysterious bruiser Marcus Belfast. A poor Irish girl is hired to detectives to find her grandmother, and the sleuths attract her to a speakeasy deep in Moran gang territory. Well, let me recap. So you've been hired by Katie Halloran, a young woman whose grandmother was apparently abducted. It appears by the North Side mob for reasons unknown. It's not clear why the North Side mob is interested in an elderly Irish grandma. But you've managed to track the vehicle that was used for the abduction to a speakeasy on Armitage Street. And so you're thinking that she may be in here, but how you can retrieve her is going to be an open question at this point. So with that, you're currently outside the speakeasy. And what would you like to do?
Firstly, since we're going to possibly go with something illegal, I'm going to prepare my ski mask of sorts. I wear a mask whenever I'm going to commit some sort of violent act that I'm not identified. It's a makeshift of a burlap sack.
You know, we don't all have to go into the same time through the same door. There might be other entrances that we can split up, go to.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll scout around looking for another entrance.
It does not appear there's more than one entrance. This might be a security measure. There's a couple of doors that are boarded up, but it looks like there's only the one door that's in active use.
Oh, okay.
Those boards look like something we could open up.
Not quietly, anyway. And there's definitely activity here. You hear the sounds of merriment and piano playing from inside, faintly through the door.
If we do have to go in by the same door, I suggest we split up and go in ones and twos rather than going in as a group.
Okay, that's fine. I'm fine with trying to go in through the back.
All right, so
I'm gonna stay outside. I'm good. Thanks.
I wouldn't miss.
I'll keep watch.
I wouldn't miss this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand here under the bright and shiny lamppost.
Okay.
I see something that we might want to do is maybe disable the car.
That's easy enough.
Oh, okay.
Pull a spark
That's a good
plug.
idea.
Yep.
Yeah.
You can definitely do that.
Okay.
Nobody's
Although
gonna
in
notice
this
I'm
era,
messing with the car.
It's a starter crank, so you can just take the starter crank.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Nice.
All right, so
We
who's
there's
going
the
in?
old
So
fashioned
you're gonna
slash a tire.
also a possibility. So Philip, you're going in the back.
No, I'm going to go through the front. I was just giving other people options.
Okay, so then who's going in first?
I'll probably end up going in first. I know that. Seeing how I do have the brave hindrance.
So then, is anybody else going in with him?
I will go in with him.
I'm gonna go in through the back.
So you're gonna try to break in through the back?
Yeah, it's probably not my first time breaking in, so I don't imagine it should be too difficult.
Dude's wearing a ski mask. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm just gonna break into this.
It's just about that. Yeah.
All right, so you're in the back.
Mhm.
So you start bashing at the boards.
can I not claw them in a more quiet manner?
You're not going to get through there quietly. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Even in clawing, you're going to be ripping boards out that are quite thoroughly nailed into the walls. So if there's anybody in there to hear, they're going to hear you.
That's fine. I'll give my compatriots like a couple minutes to get through the door before I start making a lot of noise doing it. And then I'll do
Okay,
it.
so Victor's staying outside under the nice lamppost. And Eli's going to stay with you. So I guess the three of you can then go in.
Right.
All right, so you go up to the door here. And there's a gentleman inside the door. And he sort of reaches inside his coat and says, gentlemen, I don't believe you've been to this club before.
Not looking for any trouble. We're just looking for a drink.
We're friends of Nate Cernick.
Ah, wheels. Right then. You go on in.
Pays to take notes.
Nice.
All right, so you enter the speakeasy. There's a number of merrymakers, a couple of guys behind the bar. There's some doors over here. There's also a door behind the bar.
Well, hello, ladies.
Does it look like a busy night or no?
Not a super busy night. I mean, it's a weeknight. There's there's a number of people around. You see several people around the area. All right, so I would like you to make a stealth check at -4, Frankie.
Okay, sure. I don't know if I took stealth. Hopefully, I did this time around.
You've got a default stealth, if nothing else.
Okay. All right. Just looking for my character's name. I'm in the wrong group.
He's in the Foundry gang folder.
Got you. Okay. Stealth. Oh, I got a D6, so could be worse. Come on, big money. I'm just gonna roll it and then we can -4. All right, so I got a 1.
One.
I'm not super worried about how many bennies do I got. I guess I'll try it one more time.
Okay.
Benny. Ooh.
Whoa! Oh!
There we go.
Oh!
All right, let me give you.
All right, that's pretty impressive.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. So
Wow,
so far
good start.
the barbacks haven't noticed you. Now I would like you to make give me a claws damage roll, please.
Okay. Claws.
Yeah, just give me a damage roll.
And roll. Ooh.
All right, so it takes you a minute or two, but you're able to pry these boards loose. So we'll return to the group inside here.
I'm very able.
Clearly.
Prime.
All right, so what are the three of you doing who are inside here?
I'm going to walk up to the bar, sit at the bar.
I survey the room and I pick out the prettiest woman in there and I go up to her.
Okay. And Jack's going to go over with you to the bar. And he says, "A dram of your finest whiskey, good sir." They pour one, and he slaps down 2 bits on the bar, and he looks at Philip. "And you, sir?"
Hey, I'm looking for wheels. Have you seen them?
Give me a persuasion roll, please. All right. He sort of jerks his head and says, "Back room, door on the right."
First door or second door?
He's indicating this one.
Okay.
Okay. Meanwhile, Marcus out back you've managed to pry the door open. And when you pull the boards off and you pull the door open, the path in is blocked by a large beer keg. You're kind of stuck behind a beer keg here.
Oh, great. Well, I'll do what I can to try to get around this. Is these shelves over here?
Yeah, those are shelves over there. Give me a strength roll to see if you can shift the beer keg out of the way.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. Can he actually see in that room and we can't?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
All right, strength. Where is it? There we go.
All right, you're. It's going to take some work, but you think you can kind of shift the keg and wriggle your way into the room. All right, Humboldt. The ladies at the table seem unimpressed by you at first appearance.
That's because I have not yet turned on the charm. Ladies, I don't know what you were hoping for tonight, but your dreams have come true, because here I am.
One of them immediately picks up her coat and leaves.
Nice. Good for clearing the room.
And the other one, who seems to be significantly tipsy, says, who might you be?
Hi, sweetheart, and Dr. Humboldt Harrison. And I am very, very good at what I do.
And what do you do?
I would love to show you, sweetheart.
All right, give me a persuasion roll, please.
He gets up and leaves.
I'm standing outside. Do I see a bunch of women start to leave?
maybe another time, sweetheart. she also leaves.
Good job. Keep it up.
Okay.
Okay. With women in this town, they lack vision.
All right. Over to Philip and Jack.
Now that I see that Dr. Humboldt is currently available, I'll walk over to him and go, "Hey, you got a bite in the back here."
All right. Well, plenty of time for the ladies later. There's plenty more where that came from. All right, let's go.
All right, so you head over here. Pop the door open. And as you go in, you can see that there are 4 goon-type individuals in there. Also, a little old lady.
Aha. Fortunately, I am a lover and a fighter.
You see 4? Because I only see 2.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, you don't have the little old lady here. Not yet. Take her out. Yeah, so there's 4 goons in here.
Do they match the description of the...
One of them matches the description of Wheels, anyway. All right. Marcus, you have managed to get into this room, which appears to be a liquor storage room. There is one exit.
Okay. I will proceed to it.
Okay.
I don't hear anything as I enter.
No, you hear voices, all kinds of voices and piano playing coming through the door.
Okay. Yeah, if this room looks clear, I'll just move ahead.
Okay. You open the door, and you're behind the bar, and the bartender immediately grabs a shotgun and pivots around. It's like, what the hell are you doing in there?
I'll just close the door. Close the door and step over here.
All right. Well, we'll come back. We'll come back to that one in a minute.
Oops.
Okay. Meanwhile, over in the room, Philip, what's your play here? Or Humboldt, since you wrote there.
Gentlemen, good evening.
And who might you be?
Just a friendly man looking for a particular old lady. Wheels. I heard that you might know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, maybe I do and maybe I don't.
Well, that's funny because I'm pretty sure that last time I heard, she was picked up by you in your car. Not too many of those four-door green Buick Masters.
Now, what possible reason could an upstanding businessman like myself have to abduct some old lady?
I don't know. Why don't you tell me? Why would you do such a thing?
Why would I do such a thing? Maybe I didn't do anything of the sort.
Well, why don't you just come clean? Make it easy for everybody here. We know you did it.
Give me a persuasion roll, please.
How am I doing outside by myself?
You see a couple of ladies go by muttering about some jerk in the bar. Otherwise, you don't hear any gunfire. You don't hear any gunfire yet, so that's feeling pretty good.
It's good.
All right, that's a pretty respectable roll there.
He's gonna roll like a Bond villain.
This guy as a placeholder here.
I take it that's Wheels.
That's Wheels, yes. He says, look, I gotta say this isn't my favorite job ever, but Mr. Moran was very insistent.
Well, what would Mr. Moran want with a little old lady?
You'd have to ask him, but I know he had some conversations with her, if you know what I mean.
I hope they didn't rough up a sweet little old lady like her.
There's roughing up and roughing up, you know what I mean?
Where can I find him?
Mr. Moran?
Yeah.
No, see, you don't seem to understand. You're on the north side here. If you want to find Mr. Moran, he's going to find you. And if you're not friendly to him, well, let's just say there's a whole lot of people who aren't going to be friendly to you. Capiche?
Hey, I've been nothing but friendly, have I not, my friend?
Yeah, well, what's your interest in this little old lady anyway?
This little girl.
We're gonna cut back to Marcus. Okay. So the bartender comes busting in with his shotgun.
I would jump him when he comes to the door.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna go to pacify, just knock him out. Like maybe grab his gun and headbutt him if I can.
Okay. He's definitely alerted, so this is going to be basic combat here.
Oh, man.
Okay.
So let's see how initiative goes. He has initiative.
Oh.
So he comes through the door leading with the gun, sees you, says, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Sure, I'll just come out the way I came in.
Is that what you do?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. So, very short combat.
Oh, weird.
Yeah. I'll go with it.
Very short combat. Okay, back to the thing.
What was said last? I don't remember what he said.
He said, There's roughing up and roughing up. Oh, you want to know what your interest was in the little old lady?
Just a little girl looking for her grandmother. So, just helping her out. Nothing more than a good Christian boy would do.
Yeah, well, I hear you. Give me another persuasion roll. Man, you're on fire with those tonight.
Wow.
Like,
Oh,
he says, all right, look. Pretty sure Mr. Moran got what he wants. So wait right here. And he goes over, flips the rug up. There's a trap door there. He sends one of the guys down to the trap door. And he comes up with this old, rather woozy looking old lady. She looks kind of dazed.
Oh boy.
Mrs. Holleran, are you okay?
Uh, 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 uh. She seems. Go ahead, get her out of here.
Mrs. Holleran, your daughter sent us. We're going to take you home now, okay?
Okay. Yeah, so you get her and head back out looking for a cab. And while you're waiting for the cab, she says she starts rambling. Are you going to take me to the Black Line? I deserve it. I have the fare in my room. You gave it to me 50 years ago when you took Charlie. Where? You took him to hell, where I was too scared to go, even though I should have. I sold you, Charlie, right up there at the railroad crossing. Sophia Clark. Right where you were going to take me, but you took him, where I told you already I sold him for $6 in gold, but just so you wouldn't take me. You won't take me, will you? Are you going to take me to the Black Line?
No, we're here to take you to your daughter.
She keeps muttering about the Black Line.
Tell me more about this Black Line.
Oh, are you going to take me there?
No, we would never do that.
And she sort of gets vague again. So you contact Katie, and you give her.
So we're
get
all
her
together
grandmother.
again, right?
Yeah,
'Cause
you're all
you-
together again. Yeah. And she's still kind of raving about the Black Line and Charlie and Sophia
Where
Clark.
is the Black Line?
As far as you know, there is no Black Line.
So I'm going to ask her, where's the Black Line?
Sophia Clark.
Where's Sophia Clark?
That's the Black Line. That's where I sold Charlie. And as you mentioned that, Katie says, "Oh my God."
What? What, Katie?
She told me about Charlie. It was her little brother who died when he was a baby.
and when did this happen? 50 years ago?
1877.
Yeah. All right.
Has she ever mentioned Sophia Clark?
Sophia Clark? I don't know. Is that a friend?
I'm gonna do a common knowledge is to see if I know anything about this. Not with that roll.
Okay. So there's a couple other options you have here. I will allow an occult roll. I'll also allow, you could also potentially hit the books. And so hitting the books basically means that you're going to go check newspaper archives and public records and see what you can find out.
Would that be research?
That would be research, yes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Does anybody want to try occult
Skilled in
I
any
don't
of
have
this,
a
so
cult.
or common knowledge?
I'll go ahead and common knowledge.
My
roll.
common knowledge
Sport.
roll was worthless. None of my other stuff is of any value. Science or weird science. Actually, I suppose language might be. I mean, I might be familiar with the with the term black line.
I was gonna say 4s all around.
Yeah, 4s all around. None of which gets you anything unless you want to Benny it, or spend your sleuth Benny.
Yeah, can I do that?
Yeah.
What's that? Or do you do that?
Okay. Just spend a Benny. Okay, so first off, when you hit the books, you managed to find something in the Chicago Daily Journal from 1877. There's a story from May 2nd. Abe vanishes, sister near death from grief. Margaret Tierney, 13 of Hurlbut Avenue, says she was on her way to Lincoln Park with your young charge when he vanished in the dark underpass between her home and the park entrance. Her girlish hysteria prevents her from bringing any clarity to the child's fate. But this paper has long urged the police to crack down on the footpads and white slavers known to operate in that area for nearly a decade. How she escaped a fate worse than death must surely be accounted a miracle of the Lord.
Oh boy.
And then you also, by chatting up the girl in the record room, she mentions that another fella came in a couple weeks ago and looked in the same volume.
Does she have a description or a name?
Not a name, but she does have a description of a middle-aged gentleman with a waxed mustache. And then your Benny gets you. There is an urban legend of the Black Line in Chicago. It's the L stop you get on when you're dead. And according to the urban legend, it's in the Loop, or on the West Side, or on Archer Avenue, or deep in the Black Belt, or at Graceland Cemetery. So basically, nobody knows.
Well, I mean, it's the line you take when you're dead, so it should be available anywhere, right?
Yeah. Well, one would think, yeah.
So, from what I can discern from, I guess, her ramblings and whatnot, is she sold her brother to the Black Line to escape death?
It seems that way, yeah.
Okay.
But
Just a quick question. Do we know what Moran looks like? Like, is that common knowledge? And would that match the description of the middle-aged guy?
It is definitely not Moran.
Okay.
Hair color is wrong. Build is wrong. Definitely not Moran.
So let me back up a minute. So do we think that she sold her brother to the Black Line for him to be killed, or her brother died and she sold his dead body there?
From what I can discern is that she died, and instead of being taken, she sold her brother.
No.
Something along those lines, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So
I don't know what to do with this information.
That's creepy.
Oh.
Perhaps it will become more apparent later.
I think I might just sleep this one off.
All right. Well, the rent has to be paid, so you'll have to see what cases come your way here.
Oh.
We still have those gold. So we have 2 gold coins that we retrieved from them?
Yes.
So let's go find out what the value is. Yeah.
Turns out they're not worth. Apparently, the coin dealer was being generous. They're actually only worth about $60 each, not $100.
Is there anything I can discern from the coins themselves?
They're not unusual in any way.
Because she did mention gold. I didn't know maybe, like, my character's probably thinking that, maybe these gold coins that meant so much to the old lady, whereas the coins that she got from the L stop there?
They're dated a little bit later, so probably not.
Okay.
And she said she paid them, so probably not.
Okay. I say we sell these coins.
You absolutely can do that.
Sure.
Sure.
Let's go get the cash.
Nice.
All right. And so the following day, you have a visitor.
Mm.
Another missing persons case.
Hmm.
Are we back in the office?
You are back in the office. I'm just going to set the stage for you here, and we'll see what happens. So, a woman by the name of Lily Hansen arrives at your office. She says, I'm hoping you can help. The police don't pay any attention to people like me. She's clearly impoverished. I live over by Calumet, and my son's missing. I've heard you're good at finding missing people.
That we are.
How'd she hear that?
This is not, this other case wasn't your first rodeo,
Okay.
So apparently she tells you she lives in a tenement down by Calumet Harbor. So way down.
I hate to say it, but before we start, I mean, my fees, would you be able to cover them?
I don't know what you charge. I'm just trying to find my son.
I don't know what we usually charge.
Yeah.
Oh, it'd probably be like $10 or $20 a day.
So we tell her.
Yeah.
So we charge.
So we usually charge about $20 per day.
She ain't gonna be able to afford it.
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't cover that. I guess I've wasted your time.
Well, I mean,
is there anything I can do? I can give you all I have.
What does she look like? Do I offer to make?
Oh man! Oh man!
She's a bit drab and kind of thin. Jack says, "Look, I think I'll fund this one, guys. I feel like we should help this lady."
When he saw me leaning in and decided to say,
"Yeah, exactly." He jumped in. Whoa! Yeah.
Whoa.
All right, so he takes
still about to slap you sideways.
He pulls out 2 10s from his billfold and says, let's make this happen. Let's see what we can do for this lady. And that's where we're going to leave it for tonight. You can follow Happy Monster Press on Facebook as Happy Monster Press, at our website, happymonsterpress.com, Twitter as Happy Monster PRS, or follow the podcast on YouTube, Stitcher Radio, Spotify, iTunes, or Google Play Music. The Happy Monster Cast is part of the Savage Worlds Media Network. This game references the Savage Worlds game system available from Pinnacle Entertainment Group at www.peginc.com. It is unofficial media content permitted under the Media Network Content Agreement. This content is not managed, approved, or endorsed by Pinnacle Entertainment Group. Certain portions of the materials used are the intellectual property of Pinnacle and all rights are reserved. Savage Worlds, all related settings and unique characters, locations, and characters, logos, and trademarks are copyrights of Pinnacle Entertainment Group. All other content is the intellectual property of Happy Monster Press. Music, Ice Cold by Jason Shaw. And Soft Despair by Unheard Music Concepts.
Oh, for sure.